First of all, I'd like to get to the end of the third round. I'm curious, at what point were you thinking, why is this guy still awake?
Yeah, I hit him. I saw his eyes roll back. And I thought, oh, he's done. Like, I can just get on him now. And, I wasn't too sure how much time I had left. And I don't know if I should sprawl or keep punching. And, I managed to hear my coaches at the end telling me to sprawl out. And then, I just was a little unsure, but I was going for it, that's for sure.
Yeah. At that point, obviously, you won the fight. How satisfied are you with your performance throughout the thing?
I'm not like super satisfied. I felt like I had kind of made some unnecessary errors that I wouldn't normally make, and I kind of had the fight brought to me a little there. So I was happy that I adjusted to the fight that was being brought to me, and I stayed in it and was just fighting for every exchange to try and get the better, and really try and utilize my experience. Although I haven't fought that much in the MMA cage, it was just a good fight for me to have.
So I was actually going to ask you about that. I feel like because of the nature of your division and your name, you're rising up the rankings very quickly, and I think people underestimate that you're not been doing this for a very long time, mixed martial arts. Do you feel like you're learning on the job, and therefore fights like this, where you can sort of react to things and get 50 minutes, are very valuable for your improvement?
Yes, very valuable, because I'm able to kind of feel like these moments of vulnerability in the cage, and I can really go back and work on those things, and that's what I'm thankful for. Like, if I got a load of early stoppages, I don't really know how good I am. And when I think about it, that fight, I was able to entertain the crowd and also get something out of it, and really, show that I'm showcase my skill set. That I'm there to hang in this division. I'm meant to be here. I'm meant to be here, and that's what I want to show. Is just put a bit of respect on my name.
So look, it's obviously a bit fresh. I'm sure you're going to have to go back and rewatch it. But you're talking about learning lessons. What do you think the biggest lesson is you learned tonight?
It was like an inner battle. The enemy was my enemy. And I felt like I really rose to the occasion, and I'm just real happy with that.
Congratulations, mate.
We spoke about the third round, but with that first round, it seems like he was finding a home for that right, and then you kind of adjusted, and then after that, it looked like smooth sailing for you outside of a couple nicks. So I guess, what was that first round like for you?
Oh yeah, man, he hit me with a big right hand left hook, and I'd seen him throw it in the footage, and you train for these moments. You train 10, 12 weeks for that, and then he throws the first one, and I just buttoned me, and I was like, well, we're in the fight now, it was a huge wake-up call. And I remember seeing two of them and that 30 seconds after that, and I kind of was on autopilot, just trying to stay alive. And then once I got my rhythm going and started to feel it out a little, I was in motion. But man, he hit hard. It was very sharp right hand left hook, but I felt like he failed to adjust that strong weapon going into every round after. And I've got enough experience on the feet to kind of look out for that after a while.
And then that third round, when he gets up and he's motioning to the crowd after you kind of put it on him for so long, are you just wondering what are you doing here? I was just on top of you, punching you in the face. Yeah, man. I mean, that's why I said, leading up to this fight, I said, this guy's gonna come. He's here to show me who he is, and I felt that. I really felt that, and I just went, oh yeah, sweet. I want to bite down and throw with him, and you take something away from each other in each fight. And huge respect to Ivan Erslan, because he really brought it out of me, even in the training camp, and I didn't overlook him. I had so much respect for him going into that fight. He's probably the best fighter I've ever fought so far in my career. So he's a huge feather in my cap. I think he's had 3 times the amount of experience I've had, and loads of first round finishes. So man, I just wanted to, when I think back, I did that. I went and did that to that guy, and
just last one from me. You were a massive betting favorite coming into this, and then with a performance like that, moving forward, I think a lot of fans are going to be circling your fights for a long time. You're no longer going to be the anonymous fighter on the rise, like you're going to be, especially in this division. So do you like that? Like, you might get this fast rise to the top, or do you want this slow, steady climb?
I think naturally, because of the way I am and the way I put myself out there, like, you know, like I invite it all. Like, I invite the pressure, I invite the big moments. I really want to see what I'm capable of, and I'm sure the fans want to see what I'm capable of. They want to see me against the best, and that's why I'm here. And I don't care if I get pushed fast or pushed slow, as long as I get to fight. I don't care who it is on the table. I'll fight anyone. I just want to fight and get active. I'm looking to get my body, you know, recover it quickly so I can see what's next. You know, I really want to raise the bar for myself this year. I did last year. I fought 4 times in 7 months last year, and I'm looking to smash out as many fights as I can this year as well. So, you know, I got to utilize my youth, and I got this hunger in me right now. Like, man, it's just all I think about. All I think about is fighting. Like, before I was in the UFC, you know, I had to come up with things to keep me level-headed, you know, just because I didn't have fights. But now that they're here, this is all I need to focus on, and that's where my mind's at. So, I think the way I carry myself, the way I look, the way I talk, everyone's going to want to see me rush fast. So all I'm saying is I'm ready for it, man, and I've prepared my mind for the big time, you know, the big bright lights, and putting it all on the line. And that's why I did. Even though I was only opening up the prelims, you know, everyone tuned in and they were really locked in on that fight, and, you know, that's what I'm here to do.
Ideally, in a perfect world, how many fights did you have this year?
Man, 3 to 4 for sure. From this point on, yeah. I think if I fight maybe one more time, or another time, maybe like August, September, and then another time after that, November, December, that'll probably be 4 in like 12 months if you include the Tampa one. But yeah, I mean, that'll be huge for me. Well, good, thank you.